we can have each other's introduction and then we can proceed with the session. So I'll
Yes.
go first and then you can go. So my name is Niyati and I've been running this YouTube channel called Niyati's English Express for the past 3 months or so. And it's just about having casual conversation with people to help myself and also the audience to become fluent at this language. And apart from that, when it comes to my education, I've done my BTech in electronics and communication engineering. For the masters, I did go to IIT Kharagpur, but then I just did not resonate with it. So I felt like I want to do something else. So I'm doing a couple of things. YouTube is one of them, and I'm really enjoying it. So I feel like this might be my true passion because I'm just genuinely enjoying having a conversation with people over here. And apart from that, I'm from Rajasthan. I've done my BTech from Rajasthan itself. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about me.
Okay, that's great. Okay, I'll give my introduction now. So I am Meenu Puri.
Hmm.
I was born and raised in Delhi. I am an MCA. So, I worked in the software development field
Hmm.
for, 2, 3 years. Then I got into telemarketing because, I was an MCA. I always worked in that computer field. But suddenly I lost interest
Hmm.
and started doing telemarketing, in which I was a fresher. Everybody said that you are so experienced, have done diploma as well as MCA in software development in computers. So you are now changing your field to become a telemarketing executive. I also followed my passion because I wanted to try new things. I was also 2023 at that time, so I wanted to try my hands at new things. So yeah, but after my marriage, I kept on doing that job. But after my first child was born, then I quit that job, and then my son was born. So after a gap of 7, 8 years, I wanted to do something where I could give time to my kids. Your
Hmm.
priorities change after motherhood and after marriage, both. I
Hmm.
used to be an ambitious girl. Everybody said that now you are quitting your job. You could, go into the workforce after 6 months of maternity leave. I said, no, I want to be with her. That's
Hmm.
the thing that I want the most now. So my priorities changed. And then after a gap of 6, 7 years, when both the kids got a bit older, I wanted to do something where I could spend time with them, could take care of them. I didn't want to leave them with just maids.
Hmm.
So then I started my coaching center. It worked pretty well. I used to teach spoken English. So after COVID, I had to close down the coaching center. It was not working properly. Then I started my YouTube channel. So I have been teaching spoken English for, I think, 9, 10 years. So yeah, that's pretty much about me.
That's a lot, and that's genuinely impressive. I mean, you switch so many fields. Which one did you think like you're enjoying the best? Is it YouTube?
Now on the YouTube channel or
Yeah,
everything
just
I
before
tried.
that as well, your software development job or your telemarketing.
I actually worked as a computer teacher also initially
Okay.
after doing MCA.
Hmm.
So computer teaching, they made me sign a bond for 1 year. So
Hmm.
I worked and there was a contract for 1 year, so I couldn't quit. There I felt that, the work pressure was very high and they made me work too much. So I started hating it and I used to say that I would become anything but never a teacher. That time I would say that because at 21 years of age, I was made to do so much work
Hmm.
because, I was there on a contract for 1 year. Later on, I said, I will do programming. I love computer programming. Then I did that for 2, 3 years. Then when I started telemarketing, I used to love it. We used
Hmm.
to do a sale and we used to get very happy. And that required talking to so many people and convincing them about your product. So that was a
Hmm.
completely different thing. Yeah. So I enjoyed that a lot. That was something new. So there, actually, I started as a fresher because my computer experience didn't count.
Hmm.
I really loved that. But then I left it when I was in 7th month of pregnancy. But now, after my kids got a bit older and I started my coaching center, then little kids started coming for tuitions. and I used to
Hmm.
teach spoken English as well. Then I started loving teaching because before that I thought that I would never become a teacher. Then I started liking it, and since then, I have been loving it. And now on my YouTube channel, I love it so much that yes, I am so fortunate to become a teacher.
Hmm. In your teaching case, what happens is you become so time bound, like you have to just follow that rigorous schedule and everything. So then he quit that, and now he's a teacher on YouTube. And now he realizes that he truly enjoys teaching. I think it all comes down to work-life balance and flexibility, right?
Right. And I think you change as a person. What I was at 21 years of age
Hmm.
and what I am now, you change with life experiences.
Hmm.
So now I think that I am so happy that I am a teacher now. And I didn't want to be something else.
Okay, one question that just came to my mind. So while telemarketing, when you were promoting the product, convincing customers to buy it, was it something a time where you did not, even you did not believe in the product, but you had to convince the customers? Was there any case like that?
Sometimes I used to feel that actually it was a five-star hotel's membership. I used
Okay.
to work for Morris Sheraton, ITC Morris Sheraton, which is a premium brand.
Hmm.
So we had to sell the membership for 1 year. So I used to feel that yes, with 1 year membership, that
Hmm.
was about 5,000. That was, long back. So
Hmm.
for about 5,000, they used to get discount for the entire year for stays and for restaurants. So I used to believe in the product, but we had been given a script. They trained us, and it sounds funny when marketing people now contact us. I clearly understand what they are going to say. That we
Okay.
were given a script. If the person
Hmm.
says this, you have to say this. If he says this, you have to say it. We were made to cram everything. Sometimes we used to come up with our own answers. So
Hmm.
that was, yeah, we had to do cold calling every day. If we
Hmm.
found someone who was a bit interested, then we had to follow up. That
Hmm.
was a very nice job. I really liked that. But yeah, there wasn't any such thing that I wasn't myself convinced about the product.
Hmm. But it's funny, right? If you ever receive a call now from a marketing company or something, you'll always know like what they're going to say. And you can say, well,
Yes,
I know what you're talking about, buddy. It's funny.
yes, yes, yes. When I say that I don't go to five-star hotels for dining, when I
Hmm.
say something else, I know that they have crammed the answers. So I
Hmm.
have the idea.
Okay, so you're an advanced speaker though. So how did that happen? I would love to know your English journey.
Um, I don't think, I have been I started working in that computer job. So
Hmm.
there I was forced to speak in English. Before that, actually, I was a very good writer. I used to score very well in English tests, but
Hmm.
I was not able to speak very well. I was not able to speak for 1 to 2 minutes continuously. But there at my job, at my first job, where I was a computer teacher, I was supposed to speak for 2 hours straight in a class, and where
Hmm.
there were adult people. I was 2021, and
Hmm.
adults were there. So I was a bit uncomfortable at first, but then, it started getting better. So there, I used to observe what the students were saying, what the my bosses used to say, what the
Hmm.
other colleagues say. I used to pick up new sentences and phrases. I used to pick up what they used to say. There was I got a do and die situation. If I couldn't speak well, my students, my colleagues, my boss, everybody used to think that you have to work on your English.
Hmm.
So I think there I picked up a lot. And plus now I have a reading habit, and I have become fond of American shows. So now without trying, that helps me improve my English every day. I
Hmm.
watch English shows and listen to English music. So I think that helps me now.
That
I don't
actually
do it
sounds,
deliberately. I do it
yeah,
for
yeah,
fun
yeah.
only. So
I
I watch a
get
single
it.
video only to learn something.
Hmm. I get it because my journey is so similar to yours. I remember now that brings back memories. When I was in school and we used to write essays or anything, I used to be so happy. I was like, I'd rather write than speak. because I didn't even know if I could speak or not, because I was so shy, so reserved, so much of an introvert that I'd just rather not talk in English at that time. And then it just so happened that I still remember I had to do anchoring somewhere, and then that's when I realized that is my true potential. I love talking. I love when people listen to me. I love interacting with people. So that's how gradually I realized that maybe this is something that I could do. So yeah, but yeah, I also really enjoyed writing, and I also used to score really good marks in that. But that was pretty much it. Whenever it came to we used to have mock interview kind of things at school in English, and then I didn't perform well because I would get so nervous. It's not that I could not speak, but I just never really had that kind of confidence at that time. So that was the thing.
Yeah, I was also a top scorer in English. I used to help other
Hmm.
children with grammar, with writing, but I myself was not able to speak much. So I
Hmm.
used to, I realized that if you are very good with grammar and you are very good with written English, that doesn't guarantee that you are a very good speaker as well. I think speaking and writing, they require different skills.
Exactly. It requires a lot of practice and takes a lot of confidence, honestly. But the confidence
Yes,
eventually builds up when you speak every single day. So that's why I also encourage people to, there are a lot of comments that I receive that I want to practice English, but I'm just very nervous. And I assured them that I was also very nervous during my first video. I mean, if you go and watch my first video on YouTube, it was pretty awkward, but I think I developed the confidence gradually. So that's why I tell them, that's what I tell them as well, like you can do it. It just takes a bit of practice. And
correct, correct.
yes, when it
So you
comes to
must be
the
passionate
American
about your
content,
YouTube channel. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
please.
okay, so when it comes to the American content that you watch, what do you watch? Because I also listen to US based songs or watch movies. So what do you watch? Maybe we watch the similar content.
Uh, I had watched Friends long back. I
Hmm.
watched How I Met Your Mother,
Hmm.
Gilmore Girls, and there was a show Never Have I Ever. I really loved it. That was the
Hmm.
most amazing show that I watched. And now, currently, I am addicted to K dramas.
Okay.
I'm loving the Korean dramas.
I don't know
Have you
what to
ever
say
watched?
because no, exactly same. I feel like we could talk about this for hours. So I also watched Friends, truly loved it. Also watched Never Have I Ever, love it. And I've also watched The Office. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's also a sitcom. It's really
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
My sister
So,
is a big fan of The Office. She asked
hmm.
me so many times that mom, watch this. I tried it, but after watching 2, 3 episodes, I got bored. But she said you have to give it a try. It will become very interesting. Just give
How
it
do
some
I,
time. But
as an Office fan, I can assure you that she's 100% right. What happens is that we watch The Office US, and it's based on The Office British. It's from the UK, sorry, The Office UK. So the season one, Office UK only has one season, and that season is copied in The Office US in season one. And from season two onwards, they have their original script going on. That's why it gets super interesting from season two. That's why I highly recommend, because in season one you might feel like what is going on, it sounds
yeah,
dull. I can assure you that, but it just gets better. I think the real gold mine, you'll find it at season two, and it just gets
yeah,
better.
finish, Mama, if you finish season one somehow, then you
Hmm.
will truly love it. And I thought that it's just dragging and same thing is
Hmm.
happening. So I could never go past season one.
Yeah, no,
But
I can
she
assure you that.
rewatched it. She said it
Yeah.
is so amazing that I've rewatched it.
Have you heard of this channel Ram's English Conversation? I don't know what exactly his name is, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
Ram.
we
Absolutely
had a
Ram.
conversation, I think maybe past week or so, and he also said that he was stuck on this season one of Office. He said it was so boring, and I also convinced him. And now he just emailed me, I think 2 or 3 days ago. He said, "I'm on season two now. It's so amazing. Like it's the best show ever." And I said, like, I told you so. So that's why now I'm trying to convince you as well. Like now
Then
you
I
have,
can also do another try and I can
yes,
start with season two directly. Let me try doing that.
I think, yeah, you can do that. It's just that season one builds a little bit of base of the characters, a little bit of storyline, but I think you can start with season 2 as well. Maybe you can get a season 1 recap on YouTube or something.
Mhm. Correct, correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
will try that.
Korean
Yeah.
dramas, I cannot begin to tell you how much I'm in love with them. I started watching them back in 2020. Although I don't watch a lot of them, I like to just savor them, just watching it slowly, and that's what I do. So I've not watched a lot of them, but I definitely remember every single one of them. Which ones do you watch, and do you have any particular favorite actor?
I love Kim San-ho, who was in
Hmm.
Startup. He was a supporting actor. He was the lead. He had the lead role in Hometown Cha Cha
Hometown.
Cha.
Yeah.
Was that
Yes, yes,
Hometown
yes.
Cha Cha Cha?
Yeah.
So amazing, so
Hmm.
lovely. So I also want to savor them. I watch it with my
Hmm.
husband who just wants to finish all the episodes. And I want to stay with one episode. If I love it,
Hmm.
I just want to stay there. I want to keep watching that episode before moving on to the next one.
That's the same case with me. And don't you think that's the best way to consume it? Because you just want to savor it and want to live the episode, right? It's beautiful. And yeah, I love that actor as well. I had the second lead syndrome watching Startup. But
Yes, yes,
what's the
yes.
name of
My first K-drama was Startup. So
hmm.
I cried so much that Kim San-ho didn't get the girl. I
Hmm.
thought why he was the supporting actor. Then I had to watch Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha so that I could see him in the lead role.
That's when you got the satisfaction, right? That's why I watched that one as well. But I think,
Yes,
yeah, the Hometown Cha 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 was so much laid back and chill. Uh, Definitely enjoyed it a lot.
yes. But I think when we stay at one episode, we
Hmm.
enjoy it more. And my husband says that let's finish it. You can come back to this episode and rewatch it. But that's not the same. When you
Hmm.
come back to it, you know the whole story. But
Right.
when you stay there, you are in that moment,
Hmm.
isn't it?
Yeah, no, exactly. I always make sure that I'm not on social media when I'm watching any of the shows, because then there might be a chance that you can get spoiled with the spoiler. So that, because that has happened with me a couple of times. That's why I always, because when I'm watching a K drama, somehow it's always trending at that time. And so like that's why I always avoid it. The recent one I watched, have you watched When Life Gives You Tangerines?
No, I'm not.
Hmm.
Is it a nice one?
I mean, I'm halfway through and it's really beautiful. Although it's kind of sad, but it's worth it. As of now, I can say that I've watched half of the episodes. Maybe I'll email you and let you know when I finish it, whether it's recommendable or not.
I am currently watching Vincenzo. Have you watched
Hmm.
it?
No, I haven't, but I think I was on episode 1 and it was kind of boring. Don't you think so?
Okay. Uh, Queen of Tears. I really loved that one.
Yes, I loved that one. It was beautiful. I loved it. Although the actor, I think he's in some sort of controversy now. Uh,
That is the Korea's highest paid actor.
yeah, he
The one
used
who
to
was
be.
in Queen of
He used to
Tears.
be, but now he's not
Yes.
anymore because of the controversy.
Okay.
Now the most paid actor is what's his name? Park Hyung Sik.
It's very difficult to remember their names. These names are difficult for us.
Yes, it is.
I have watched My Demon, which I really loved.
Hmm. My friend is trying to recommend me My Demon ever since I think 2 years or so now, but
My
I
Demon
haven't
you will
watched it.
really love.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a try.
People, 4 or 5 years back, so many people used to recommend Korean dramas to me. But
Hmm.
what was the most important, the most, I mean, what was the thing that was stopping me to do that was I always felt that all their faces looked
Hmm.
similar, sorry. I thought that they all look similar. What will I watch in this? But when I
Hmm.
actually started watching, when I actually gave a chance to one of them, I watched Startup, that was the first
Hmm.
one. Then I clearly saw that, they don't look similar, yeah. They don't look, I used to think that they all look same. I
Exactly.
think everyone thinks about that. Whenever I recommend K dramas to anyone, they all say the same thing. They all
Hmm.
look the same. You
No,
also
it
felt
was,
that?
yeah, exactly. I felt that, but I was not as bold as you to admit it, because people get offended. if you tell them they look alike, they do look alike. I don't know why initially, but when you get into it and you get used to it, you can easily differentiate between them. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know how this happens, but it just happens.
Yeah, I started noticing their features. They all look different.
Hmm.
There is a little similarity, but now I love it.
So, wait, you also mentioned songs. Do you have any favorite artists that you listen to?
Um, I have been listening to English songs since I was in college. So
Hmm.
back then, I there was a song "Everything I Do" that is even that is still famous. Like I don't remember the singer. There was a
Hmm.
singer George Michael. So I listen to
Okay.
old English songs, new English songs,
Hmm.
sometimes Selena Gomez's song, Justin
Hmm.
Bieber's song. So
Hmm.
in my playlist, there are 50% English songs, 50% Hindi songs. So I think when you listen to English songs, you get an idea how they express things, express feelings. That also
Exactly.
helps.
It
I don't listen
helps.
to English songs only to learn English. I
Hmm.
don't do that to learn English. I do that for fun. If we keep doing everything to gain something,
Hmm.
then the idea is lost. Then when will you enjoy your life?
Exactly. But I think songs are such a nice way to learn English, right? Because when we are studying in India, we are learning bookish English, textbook English. But
Correct,
not
correct.
it's not what native speakers actually say to each other. That's what you learn from the you pick up the slangs from the US TV series or from songs. So that's why I highly recommend these to people, because you don't even realize that you're actually studying it, because you're not. You're genuinely enjoying it, but then you realize that you're actually picking out a few words from that. So yeah, that works. Okay, so one last question I would like to ask you is that
Yeah.
if if you were to become a millionaire today, what would you do with that money?
What would I do with that money? I would do two things.
Hmm.
First is I would do world tour. I have already seen 5, 6 countries, but I still want to do world tour with
Hmm.
my family. And the other one is to I will spend the rest of the money. I will keep a lot of money for myself for all my vacations and everything. I will would like to spend the rest of the money on poor people, on their education,
Hmm.
and for the good, uh, everything for the welfare of society.
Hmm.
That's what I will do.
Well, if I were to get the money, the first one would be same. I travel to a lot of countries, first of all. And the second thing I would do is I would donate the money to animal shelters. I just have a soft spot for animals in general. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. All right. So,
Okay, that's great. Amazing to know.
yes, I think we can wrap up the
Okay
session
then.
now. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
Have a great day ahead, and I
Okay then.
genuinely enjoyed a lot
Yeah,
talking to
yeah.
you. I think we
Okay
had a
then. I
lot of
also
similar
enjoyed the
interests.
session.
Yes.
Yes. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. You too.